Solusi sehat keluarga Anda. www.klinikwinarto.com.
Penyembuhan wasir atau ambalian tanpa operasi dan injeksi. Ribuan pasien telah tertolong. Info dan konsultasi hubungi HP atau WA 081228937009.
Supine position. Digitally reduce any external hemorrhoids to facilitate insertion of the anal dilator. Lubricate the dilator and insert into the anal canal, and remove. Lubricate the complete anoscope kit, dilator, anoscope and port, nested together, and insert into the anal canal. Remove the dilator and anoscope, leaving the port in the anus. Secure the port to the buttocks with stay sutures. Thread the loose end of the purse string suture through the open end of the anoscope, under the transparent bridge, and back over the outside of the bridge towards the opening. Attach a clamp to the loose end of the suture, and later place the loose end of the purse string behind one of the anoscope handles and out of the way. Insert the dilator into the anoscope with the pre-threaded suture. Reinsert the nested dilator and anoscope and remove the dilator. The dilated anal canal and transparent anoscope enables the dentate line and underlying anatomy to be visualized. The anoscope with the EEA hemorrhoid stapler kit has uniformly placed circumferential graduations that help to guide even purse string placement. Using the anoscope graduations to maintain a consistent circumferential placement, create a purse string suture in the mucosa and submucosa. The purse string should be positioned to capture the desired amount of prolapse and position the final staple line to be appropriately proximal to the dentate line. The appropriate location of the purse string may vary within the range of the markings on the anoscope, depending on degree of prolapsed mucosa and the desired amount of tissue to be removed. After the purse string is completed, remove the needle from the suture. Digitally or visually assess the amount of tissue to be resected and select an appropriate anchor hole on the center rod. Insert the detachable anvil into the rectum so that the anvil is positioned proximal to the purse string suture. Cinch the purse string suture around the center rod and pass one end of the suture through the appropriate anchor hole in the center rod. Pass the other end of the suture through the same hole but in the opposite direction. Secure the tissue to the center rod with appropriate purse string tension and knotting. Visually.
Setiap kisah